I gotta wait. How long I gotta wait for it to press record?
Go.
Welcome to the share, where Miss Dreme always has a story.
I'm Dreme, a black woman with many beautiful interconnecting identities. A few I will name at this moment as we get started on this podcast journey together. A Bostonian, born and raised in the inner city, Dorchester and Roxbury neighborhoods, to a teenage single mother who has my whole heart. An educator, I've been working with youth and children since my teenage years, and formally, I have been teaching almost a decade now. That's wild to think about. An entrepreneur, I am the founder of The Chair, a black and brown centered tech platform dedicated to supporting people on their hair journey, where you can design hairboards, connect to hairstylists, and share hair care tips for a more joyous experience. I have a workable site, my prototype. It took me 2 years to build, and now I'm on this adventure that you're currently on with me. My goal for this podcast is to share stories, black stories, educator stories, entrepreneurship stories, and hair stories. I want you to leave each episode with the opportunity to gain new insight, just a glimpse into my world or the worlds that are featured on my podcasts, a little chuckle during your day or night, possibly a little anger to encourage you to advocate for justice, and hope to continue learning and dreaming. So come in and listen to the beautiful voices in the chair as they share their stories, starting with me.
Where we share stories in the chair.
Stories for me comes in so many different forms, and I believe poetry is a beautiful form. As an artist, photography is one of my loves, and so is poetry. So on my podcast, I will be able to share some with you. The poem of the episode is my love letter to black people. My piece is called The Side Effects of a Black Rainbow. Have you ever experienced a black rainbow? I hope you get the chance one day, even just a glimpse. They're magical. There are side effects though. You'll suffer from heartache birthed by the blues, vomit song lyrics on the banjo, and experience endless body spasms caused by drums from all corners of the world. And your thumbs will always be green. You'll have the urge to wear golden door knockers and participate in the electric slide in hopes of accessing the yellow brick road. Your hearing will heighten exponentially with the sound of ripping cardboard, squeaking expo markers on a whiteboard, and the snapping of a glitter fan as you uplift voices of protesters. You'll sneeze every time you hear the word redcoats, involuntarily slap Confederates, blink twice when you suspect redlining, and hysterically laugh when red Trump hats walk into your vicinity. Your heart will sing when your toes touch water or your fingers curl around pink and orange speckles of sand when the sun reflects just right. You'll yearn to spend hours in the library ingesting hundreds of books while your body is imagining laying in a field of violet tulips, lavender lilies, and wild indigo flowers. You'll always be on the hunt for a black boombox to transport you to the land of block parties to jam with the souls of our ancestors. And my favorite side effect? Your brown crown will sparkle and your skin will glisten, that beautiful hue that we call blackness. Have you ever experienced a black rainbow? I hope you get the chance one day, even just a glimpse, because they're magical.
The chair.
Let us begin. I can hear my voice.
Hello.
You definitely sound like a porn star.
I do not, but
Hello. That's so funny. Whew.
oh, your head's so little.
It's what?
Your head is so little.
Yeah, you have a big head, definitely. I don't know. That head. Remember, I birthed it. I got stitches for that head. Big head.
I love you too, Mike.
I love you too, big head. Mm-mm-mm. You just brought back a 31-year-old memory. Ow. Phantom pain. All right, let's get this show on the road. Applause. That's what we need. Oh, it didn't do it. Good, that's right. I'm here. Hello, everyone. Hello. That's right. I needed that.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for my existence.
Hello, everyone. This is my mom.
That was the rant. Yay.
Can you talk about your favorite teacher in high school and why you stole Kermit?
You can't start off a question like that because everybody's like, Kermit. I went to Lexington High School, which was one of the most affluent towns. I was part of the MECO program.
And what is MECO, Moy?
Wow. MECO is, in its description, is a voluntary segregation program. So in other words, they took little brown kids, little black kids, little people of color, and put them in white neighborhood because the schooling's better.
And it's one of the longest standing busing programs in
Yeah,
Boston, Massachusetts as a whole.
it is. It's still up and running to this day.
And you started in the MECO program in the first grade?
In the first grade, I'm a lifer.
A lifer. So it means you were in Lexington all the way until you graduated high school.
Yeah, from first grade to 12th grade. Ridiculous.
And so as a MECO kid, out of a Mexican public school, you can say you were one of how many black kids or MECO kids in general?
It all depends because it was weird. There would be a busload of us, right? So let's say the bus held, 45 people
Mm-hmm.
in a school of 3,000. Then you had, of course, there was black people in Lexington,
Mm-hmm.
but
A sprinkle.
a sprinkle. And, well, this is going to sound so horrible, but they were black, yes, in color, but they weren't cultured.
You know I hate that word.
I know, but I'm trying not to call them an Oreo. You know what I'm saying? But,
So there were black people who grew up in the suburbs who didn't have the same type of experience that you had.
I love you, academia. How you put all them words in there. But yes, they were people that grew up in the area.
In the area, and they had their own different type of culture, which didn't match.
Yes. It didn't match, but it was so interesting that when we were there, right, they would come and join us. Because they're like, word, black people.
There's more black people.
Yeah, they're like, yay, there's somebody like us, and then they get mixed up with us. But then they're friends because we were only there for the day, right? You know what I'm saying? We went home. And then their other friends were like, wait a minute, well, you wasn't talking to us during the day because you was with the blacks.
Yeah, so you were bused all the way to Lexington, and you grew up in Hyde Park.
I grew up in Hyde Park.
And so some people may not understand you were up at 5 a.m. to be bussed out to Lexington because it's an hour drive.
Don't remind me. 5 a.m., my bus, I still remember this, my bus time, it was always some off time, like 6:17 or some dumb shit like that. And I used to be like, oh my God, right? So, and of course, parents had to work. So, like, the first day you get dropped off by your parents. Like, here's your bus stop. Good luck. Again, I was born in 73, so I was a latchkey kid. I had the dirty shoelace and the key. And I remember the first grade, Grandma and Nana dropped me off. And then the second day, there was a hurricane. And so I had to walk home. And the wind, the rain, it was sideways. I remember that. But I held on to that dirty shoelace, and I made it home. And there was nobody there except my dog, Charlie. Rest in peace.
And so in high school, you say there was 2 handfuls of you in your graduating class.
The handful. Yeah, it was crazy.
And so in your high school experience, you had one teacher that you talked about a lot that you really liked.
Mr. Kelly.
And Mr. Kelly had Kermit
on his desk. Mr. Kelly was, you being an educator, you can tell when teachers care and when teachers don't care. And not only cared, but again, I was a MECO kid, I was a brown kid. He didn't do that savior, I'm going to save you, black kid thing.
So
right?
Mr. Kelly was a white man?
Oh, yeah. White man who was very political. That's why I think I fell in love with politics, actually, because Mr. Joseph Kelly, he used to talk about Dodge Darts, which are a type of car.
Okay.
And apparently he has a collection of them. He was very careful not to, in hindsight now, thinking back, to not let us know his political stance or how much money he had. But now, thinking back on the conversations, this man had a collection of Dodge Darts. If you look them up, they're like classic cars. So here we go. This white man got a collection. So he had some bread. You know what I'm saying? He had some money. But he was very, very caring and hard on us. He was harder on the Mecco kids than he was on the white kids.
And why do you think that is?
Because he knew. He knew the power that we had. He knew that we were just as smart as our counterpart. We just didn't know that because we were treated as such. You know, understand the MECO program, and again, you won't understand this until you're older, but the town gets a tax write-off for us. We're money. That's all they saw. They didn't see us as, oh, let me help these kids. No, we were money.
Thinking about desegregation or diversity or inclusion or cultural competency.
Oh, those are nice words. Money. Money. I mean, no, let me, not everyone, of course, thinks about that, but that was a common thread. You know, each kid, I mean, I know for Boston Public School, in my last research, each kid is worth $6,000 to $10,000, right? Something like that. So imagine us going out there. We was worth some money. And we was out there. And because the waiting list was so long for MECO, I was signed up at birth.
Okay.
You were signed up at birth. Your sister was signed up at birth to be a MECO kid.
And to just be on the list and wait for a call for a possible opening.
Yes. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Where we share stories in the chair.
Look, it's my commercial. We will be right back.
It's more than just a bad hair day. It's a journey. Finding the right hairstyle isn't easy, nor is finding the right stylist or the right products. Looking in every corner of the web gets messy, overwhelming, and exhausting. All the ads, the articles, the products, the videos, it shouldn't be this hard, but it is. And now, it isn't. The Chair. A black and brown centered platform where you can design hairboards, connect to hairstylists, and share hair care tips for a new joyful path on your hair journey. Avoid the clutter, save yourself hours, months, and even years of research and poor trial and error. Everything you need and only what you need is in one place. Hairboards made by people like you, for you. Find the right products, the right people, the right answers for you, stress-free. Join the Chair community and make every day a great hair day. When you share your pain, you allow others to help you. And when you share your success, you help others get theirs. Lean on the Chair. We got you.
No stress, no strife. In the chair, the chair, the chair. All right.
Again, another me. Yeah, because you went through the process and did not get in.
For the MECO program?
Yeah. You don't even remember.
Because I was what?
You was a baby. And they were accepting, which was new, I think K1 and K2. And I was like, oh, I can get her in early. And we went. And you had to take tests when you know you're a horrible tester.
Yeah, the testing. I'm one of those kids who I just don't test well at all.
Right. But it's a genius, but it doesn't test well.
Testing well is it's just a barrier.
Yeah. And so you didn't test well. But you passed everything else over the top. You were advanced level, blah, 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 except for this one freaking test. But that wasn't the funny part. The funny part was you were little. and it was time for you to go to the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom with you, right? And at the time, it was testing for all the kids, not just the Mecco kids.
Okay.
It was like other little white kids to get into K1, K2, whatever it was. And you went to the bathroom. She's probably going to edit this, and so you guys won't hear the story. But you had to go to the bathroom. And you were, when I tell you all the books, you were always on. Your teeth fell out when they were supposed to. You were potty trained when you were supposed to. Your first word was when you were supposed to. She's exactly the same thing. Like, everything is right? So, went to the bathroom, and you went to the bathroom. Like, I opened the stall, you know, you did your thing. And there was this white mother, and I'm going to never forget this. And she looked like total shock. Did your child just go to the bathroom? And so, of course, I look in total shock. Yeah. Your child ate? Look, you know what I mean? And she was like, well, how? I was like, what? She was like, no, my child still wears pull-ups because you had to be like 4 or 5, whatever it was. And so I remember saying to her, what's your child's favorite cartoon, whatever it was back then? Get those under pull-ups.
Oh, underwear?
So they won't pee on their favorite.
Oh, they won't be on there. So get those pull-up characters so they'll pee on.
So they won't pee.
They're like, oh, no.
Right,
no.
exactly. So she was like, oh, thank you so much. And I looked, and I said, I'm not going to have my child out here. These kids are stupid as shit. I mean, that's what I thought instantly. And then we left. And then there was some other things that happened. At that time, there was just this horrible woman who was part of Mecco, who for some reason, the instant she saw me, hated me. So she would say wild things to me. Like, because, you know, I was broke back then, right? So I didn't have a car. So I got to ride with, you know, a family. And she was like, you know, you meet them wherever they want you to. I was like, whoa, we got it. And I had to ask her, like, what's going on? Like, why are you like this? She was crazy. Anyway, you didn't get in.
I didn't get in.
He didn't get in.
But you had Mr. Kelly.
But I had Mr. Kelly was the greatest. He had us do this vocabulary every week. We had to use, and we would have a test. Whoever was in Mr. Kelly's class, we used to skip other classes to study for his shit. He was serious.
Yeah.
And he would promote you or leave you where you were at. If you were a good studier and did what you're supposed to do and get all the good grades, you would go to the next level.
With Mr. Kelly?
With Mr. Kelly. Because he had classes with they had 3 levels.
They were tracking.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. I stayed in 2. 3 was like if you do real bad. Science for me was my 3. I went to survival science with Mr. Wilson, rest his soul. He's the first person that brought me out in the woods, and I told him that my mother was going to fight him if I got ate by a wolf or whatever the hell is out in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
And this is why I don't go camping to this day, because I found out it was... Anyway, but Mr. Kelly was the man. Why did I kidnap Kermit? I was a track runner. Went to states, all that good stuff. I was fast.
Mommy was a super athlete in high school.
Not a super, but an athlete. Threw shot put, ran track, you know, the 50, the 100, the 400, and the relay. You know, but you have summer or spring or, what is that, winter. But there was a time in between where I wanted to be a cheerleader because I was a dancer, right? I mean, not professional, but I was at home watching MTV going crazy, you know, so I was a dancer. So I wanted to be part of the cheerleading squad. But there was this black girl who was a Lexingtonian. She didn't like me. So I didn't get on the team, you know, because it's more like a popular then.
Okay.
So me and my brain was like, well, I'm going to start a dance troupe.
Because you didn't get on the cheerleading squad.
Because I didn't get on the cheerleading squad. But in order for me to have this dance troupe, I had to have a teacher supervise after school.
Okay.
And teachers I asked were like, nah, no little black girl. So I kidnapped Kermit.
The chair.
Oh, and if you're interested to learn more about my experiences as a black woman and educator in Guangzhou, China, I wrote my first ebook titled Nowhere and Everywhere, Captured Emotions of a Beautifully Broken Love Story. It is on Lulu Take a read and see some beautiful photography of mine. Enjoy the rest of the show.
The chair.
And did he have Kermit like on the desk? It was just
it was on the desk. And, I mean, that was his boy. He was on the desk. He didn't have Miss Piggy, and that was a big thing because I was like, yo, that was his girlfriend. What's up? And Kermit was a staple. It was his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we kidnapped him.
And you hit him around the school, or did you bring Kermit
No,
home?
you had to bring him home. Nah. We brought him home. We took real good care of him because, you know.
Yeah.
But we
And then
we left notes like, you will get Kermit back when
you agree
you agree
to be the supervisor of my dance troupe.
Yeah, and we added some more stuff. He was going crazy. Like, he gave us a lot of work. And we were like, yo, you need to slow this down.
Calm down.
Yeah. These are our,
These are our terms.
Right, these are our terms, right? Man, we were like 15, 16 years old. Like, I was kidnapping, right? I already had a record. And he was the only teacher that called me Nikki.
Mm.
And he was like, Nikki, I know you got it. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And then he agreed. Kermit
magically appeared on the desk.
Appeared. Yeah. I mean, we had Kermit tied. Like,
Yeah.
we tied him by
With
the
the
wrist.
little ropes and the little ribbons.
It was great. Yo, I think we were like the first people to ever steal Kermit.
Yeah.
Like, he was, when we did talk, like, I still got him on Facebook, but he was like, I told my class about it. We had to write reports. He loved reports. Research.
Mm.
Again, that's why. And our last was like, who is your, and mine was on a gangster. Oh, what was his name? Out of New York. I was just so impressed by him. John Gotti.
Mm.
So I wrote a report on John and how it was genius for him to have all these like covers. How he washed his money, yeah.
Mm.
Like he had a laundromat and he had cleaners and he had all these things. And I was like, yo, this dude is down here hustling and nobody knew he got a front, And I like compared it to Elliot Ness and other gangsters in Chicago back in the day. And he was like, oh my God. Like,
you were doing all this research
on gangsters and how to hustle.
Yeah, following the rules of the report.
Yeah, and now there's a rule like you cannot write about criminals anymore. Like, but I mean, and he understood it. He was like, but no, this isn't the right way to go. I was like, I am going to live my life like this.
Mm.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to become a gangster. And he would just stare at me.
Because you're talking about their intelligence and how much of a hustle they really had in life.
Yo, dope. Come on. How'd they get him? You don't know the story of John Gotti?
I think I watched a documentary a couple years ago.
John Gotti was the man. I mean, besides all the killing and the dope and, all that other stuff. But, I mean, he was the man. He really was. It took him a long time to get him.
Stealing Kermit, writing gangster reports. Why is Mr. Kelly your favorite teacher?
Because he let me. He absolutely let me learn differently.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew I was very passionate about my community, my color, my blackness, my culture. And he let all of that, like, he used to purposely start debates. And one of the people in the class were like, do you know who my father is? My father will get you kicked out.
Of Lexington Public
At a
School?
Lexington Public School. Again, in hindsight. And I remember me getting so angry and kicking the desk onto the body of this boy. You know what I mean? And Mr. Kelly sat there. And then the boy cried. And Mr. Kelly said, don't cry now. I will never forget that moment. I finally felt
seen.
Because he told him, don't cry now.
Mm-hmm.
You just told her you was going to get her kicked out of school.
Yeah, it's not the promoting of violence. It's the fact that he said what he said and he didn't mean it. And then he wanted to feel bad and play victim.
Right. And there was no victim. You couldn't be a victim. And that's, I think, I learned from him, no one's a victim. You're going to do what you do and get the consequences, good or bad. And he's going to stick by it. Like, even though I stole Kermit and all the shit, you know what I mean? It wasn't anything vindictive. It was because I wanted something else.
Yeah.
Another alternative. And he was like, word. All right.
I'll be a supervisor because no other teacher or admin wanted to support you because...
Why? It was never done. It was never been done before.
Mm.
You had a traditional cheerleading squad that cheerleaded with, for the boys.
Mm-hmm.
The captain of the cheerleading squad went with the captain of the basketball and or football team.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the traditional way. And here I come. Let's get a dance troupe in here, which was not just black girls and guys.
Yeah.
It was everybody, whoever wanted to dance.
And whoever didn't get on the cheerleading team
came to the dance
That's true.
squad. And man, we oh. Yeah, don't use that. But that was LL. That was good. I remember that. It was fun. It was in the end. It was fun. We made it up ourselves. We did it, and it was a collective.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it, and it was a good time. I think I did that in 11th, and it's still going on today. So I hear.
Legacy, Mommy's legacy at Lexington.
Yeah, but here's the erasure. They don't know I started it. Which is
Another fight for another day.
Hey, nah, I ain't fighting. Nah, I know. And those who were there in the 90s know. I don't need my name in lights for that. I'm cool. Yeah, but Mr. Joseph Kelly of Lexington in the 90s. I graduated in 91. You're my man. You're definitely my man.
Welcome to the chair, where Miss Dreme always has a story.
Thank you for listening to an episode of The Chair. I, of course, would love your continued support. Let me know what you think of this episode by doing all the things. Subscribe, comment, and come back next week, every week. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. Or if you are like me, enjoy that moonlight and that one star under all your city lights. Love you. Talk to you later.
The chair.
How long I gotta wait for a press record?
Go.
We support her. Shit.
Do your...
Welcome to the chair, where Miss Dreme always has a story. Where we share